It is 4 o'clock. I'll call this meeting with St. Mary City Council to order. Roll call, please.
Buck,
Here.
Chrisman,
Here.
Fitzgerald, Ullihag,
Here.
Aquara,
Here. All rise, please join me in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Under petitions, communications, I don't see anybody out there. No reports of city officials, no reports of the committees. Under readings of ordinances and resolution. Under third readings, we have amended ordinance number 2024-28. There are some changes on it. Mr. Foster, you want to go over that?
Correct, Mr. Harris, there are 3 changes. Under the fire department, it was 5,000, we increased 10,000. Street maintenance, you'll see on the first page, 45,000, a little over 45,000. That was simply an oversight on my part, we missed it. And then on the third page, with the utilities, we initially was gonna reduce it by over 20,000, we simply reduced it by 10,000, 145.42. Those are the 3 changes,
Okay.
two additions and 1 reduction.
Okay. Any questions or comments from council? May I have a motion to amend the ordinance as indicated? Mr. Buck? Motion to amend. Motion to amend, second by Mr. Yolnake. All in favor, raise your hand. Amended, this now being the third reading, may I have a motion to pass, please? Mr. Aquero, Mr. Chrisman, all in favor, raise your hand. All yeses, thank you. Next, we have ordinance 2024-29, an emergency ordinance providing for wages and benefits for the city of St. Mary supervisory personnel and non-represented employees. Any questions or comments from council? If not, this is the third reading. May I have a motion to pass, please? Mr. Buck, Mr. Chrisman, all in favor, raise your hand. All yeses, thank you. Next, we have ordinance 2024-30, an emergency ordinance setting forth the wages and benefits for the fire chief and other fire department employees not represented by a collective bargaining agreement. Are there any questions or comments from council? If not, may I have a motion to pass, please? Mr. Yulman, Mr. Aquero, all in favor, raise your hands. All yeses, thank you. Next, we have ordinance 2024-31, an emergency ordinance setting forth the wages and benefits for the chief of police and other police department employees not represented by a collective bargaining agreement. Any questions or comments from council? If not, this is the third reading. May I have a motion to pass, please? Mr. Buck, Mr. Chrisman, all in favor, raise your hand. All yeses. Next, we have ordinance 2024-32, an emergency ordinance authorizing the purchase of various materials, equipment, and services for the departments for the city of St. Mary's, Ohio. Any questions or comments from council? If not, this is the third reading. May I have a motion to pass, please? Mr. Aquero, Mr. Yulnake, all in favor, raise your hand. All yeses. Next, we have ordinance 2024-33, an emergency ordinance adjusting the salary of the Director of Public Service and Safety. Any questions or comments from council? Mr.
No questions.
Motion to pass. Motion to pass from Mr. Buck, second by Mr. Chrisman. All in favor, raise your hand. All yeses, thank you. Under second readings, we have ordinance number 2024-34, an emergency ordinance authorizing transfer to the swim pool fund. Any questions or comments from council? If not, this will be back for its third reading at the next meeting. Next, we have ordinance 2024-35, an emergency ordinance authorizing transfer to the new municipal building fund. Any questions or comments from council? This will be back for its third reading at the next meeting. Next, we have ordinance 2024-36, an emergency ordinance authorizing transfer to the capital improvement fund. Any questions or comments from council? If not, this will be back for its third reading at the next meeting. And lastly, we have ordinance 2024-37, emergency ordinance authorizing transfer to the voting tax fund. Any questions or comments from council? If not, this will be back for its third reading at the next meeting. There is no new legislation. Under scheduling miscellaneous business and closing, we have a reminder of scheduled council meeting tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Is that the case? Can we have a motion to excuse Ms. Willoughby and Mr. Fitzgerald, please? Mr. Chrisman, Mr. Buck, all in favor, raise your hand. All yeses. Is there anything else come before council? Mr. Buck?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Mr. Buck, second by Mr. Yulman. All in favor, raise your hand. All yeses. Thank you. We're done.